Welcome back, it's day 23. We're working on the right side for row 1 today, and we're using this shade Chocolate Lime, which is shade number 23. I've joined with a slip stitch to start as always, and then I'll do 1 chain, 1 double crochet in the first stitch, 1 chain, miss 1, 1 double crochet, 1 chain, miss 1, and so on all the way across, finishing with a double crochet in the last. And row 2 continues that linen stitch. It starts with 1 chain, double crochet in the first double crochet in the chain space, 1 chain, miss the double crochet in the chain space, 1 chain, miss 1, etc. all the way to the end where you'll have a double crochet in the last chain space and a double crochet in the last stitch. Okay, for row 3 we need to pay attention. We've got 3 chains to start with. I've already done those. And then we do 1 treble into the first stitch. Okay, now the repeat begins, and it's quite a long repeat. We're going to miss the stitch and the chain space and work a treble into the next stitch, then do 1 chain and work back into the double crochet the stitch that we missed. That's the first half of the repeat. Now we're missing the chain space and the stitch and working a treble into the next chain space, 1 chain, and then work back into the chain space that we missed. Okay, and that's the end of the repeat, and then we go back to this one, so we're missing the stitch and the chain space, work into the next stitch, 1 chain, go back into the stitch that we missed with a treble. Now we miss a chain space and a stitch, work into the chain space, 1 chain, and go back into the chain space that we missed. So it's the same crossover trebles, but they're starting either in a stitch or in a chain space each time. So these are into stitches, these are into chain spaces, stitches, chain spaces, all the way across to the last 3 stitches in a chain space. Then we'll miss 1 stitch in a chain space, do 1 treble and 1 chain, and working in front of the stitch just made, do 1 treble in the first missed stitch, and then finish with 1 treble into the last stitch. So it's cross trebles all the way across and a treble in the last stitch. Okay, row 4 is one of those double crochet chain miss 1 rows where you just have to be careful where you're placing your double crochet. So I've done 1 chain to start, double crochet in the first stitch, 1 chain, miss this treble, work a double crochet into the chain space, 1 chain, miss this treble, work a double crochet into this treble, 1 chain, miss the chain space, work into the treble, chain, miss the treble, work into the chain space, and so on all the way across, finishing with a double crochet in the last stitch. Row 5 is one of those linen stitch rows, so I started with 1 chain, double crochet in the first stitch, double crochet in the chain space, 1 chain, double crochet in the next chain space, 1 chain, and so on all the way across, and you'll finish with a double crochet in the last chain space and into the last stitch. For row 6 it's 1 chain, double crochet in the first stitch, 1 chain, miss the double crochet in the next chain space, and so on all the way across, and you'll finish with a double crochet into the last stitch. Row 7 is the same as row 5, so I don't need to demonstrate that again. I will show you how to do row 8 in a moment. And to finish off day 23, row 8 starts with 1 chain, which I've done, and 1 double crochet in each stitch and chain space all the way across. So you'll still end up with that 191 stitches. Make sure you put 1 double crochet into each double crochet and each chain space all the way across. And that's it for today. I will see you on Christmas Eve.